Storm Track weather with meteorologist Blaze Keller.
Here are all the times that Madison has received snow after today's date. It goes as far into May as May 11th, and we saw snow fall on May 11th as recently as 2006 when nearly a half an inch of snow fell. But our greatest amount here, if I can quickly find it, it's around 7.8 inches of snow falling back at the end of April in 1994. I was literally just 2 years old, 2 years and 4 days old when all that snow fell. But actually, if you average out all of this, we typically see after today's date through the latest we've ever seen snow in Madison, so May 11th, about an 8/10 of an inch of snow. So hopefully from this point on, we don't see any more. We'll just obviously have to see how much this latest round is going to bring us. But that low is parked overhead, and it has caused really the western half of the state to be either underneath a winter storm warning, blizzard warnings, or if you're in the purple here, a winter weather advisory. So those winter storm warnings extend from really the Canadian border all the way south to the Wisconsin-Illinois border, but we found those winter weather advisories extending into northern Illinois. Note the time that these winter weather advisories and even some of our local winter storm warnings will be allowed to expire 10 a.m. on Monday. So we are anticipating this to continue through your tomorrow's morning commute and when the kids are heading off to school. So where is all this cold air coming from? Well, if we look at the map, the Hudson Bay, it's really being streamlined south, really overhead. It's 35 in Madison right now, 30 in International Falls, and 18 in Pewanuck. So that's where all the cold air is coming from, and that's the reason why we went from 80s to now the 30s. 32 in Camp Douglas, still holding on to the 40s in Janesville. Hopefully you can hold on to those 40s for as long as you can, because we're going to continue to cool on down. Northwesterly winds making it feel like many of us are actually in the 20s right now tonight and tomorrow night. Let's cover up the plants if you move them outside, maybe did some early planting, or at the very least bring them in, because we're going to dip below freezing tonight and tomorrow night, and we don't want those plants to get hurt. As our snow intensity picks up, the heaviest though is going to be mainly after midnight onward. You'll see that here with Future Track. The darker blues really starting to pick up, especially north and west, once we go midnight Monday through at least 6, 7 o'clock in the morning on your Monday. Again, still dealing with those bands of snow, 7 o'clock in the morning. That snow will taper off though as we go throughout the day and eventually switch more to a rain-snow mix. We've shifted a little bit farther west, and we changed some of the ranges here. Madison, we're kind of teetering right on that 2 to 4 and 3 to 6 edge, but where we get into the yellow, that's at least 4 inches of snow, and where we find these oranges, that's at least about a half a foot, if not more. Farther to the east, you're going to be lucky on this one. We're not going to see as much snow. But we're kind of in line with the models. Again, we kind of moved things a little bit farther south and west just based with this system. Now, these darker colors of the pinks, the blues, and even the yellow there for the wind, that's going to indicate when the heaviest or the worst conditions will be. So I would anticipate a very kind of annoying morning commute, especially with these winds out of the northwest, still at 11 o'clock in the morning at 40 to 45 miles per hour. Mark, it's not a great end to the weekend or start to your next work week. We are now halfway through the month of April, and we'll add back another chance for some mix as we go into next weekend. We have not had snow on my birthday, the 26th of April, and if that happens this year,
can I just say, I'm really not even surprised because of the winter that we had. It was so wild. Here we are, right?
That's right. Here we are.
Summer's
We're
coming.
getting through it.
We promise.
Yes.
Hey, the Bucks began their road to the finals, and Pablo, you've got an update.